Hello, my soul friends. It's Victoria, the soul nurturer, feeling called to offer a brief guided meditation to invite us all to shift from fear to faith, from fear to trust. There's a lot going on in the world right now and in our own personal worlds and lives. So it felt really important to offer something along these lines. It's easy to be triggered by the overwhelm in the world. It's easy to lose sight of that higher vision when there's a lot going on. So let's take a few moments together right now to reclaim an inner environment that is supportive, that holds us as we move with and through all that is, towards that higher vision, towards higher possibilities. So wherever you are, just take these few moments for yourself. Not only are you worth it, but when we agree to do this inner work, to reset, reclaim, restore, and to, as Martin Luther King said, to put our thermostats, set our thermostats instead of being the temperature. So as we set our thermostats today on an inner environment that not only supports us but ripples out through us to our families and friends and community, and it becomes our contribution to all. So wherever you are, if you're at work, just take a moment, shut your office door, or just step aside where you need to be so you can have these few moments. Or better yet, go outside if you can and put your feet on the earth. There's nothing better than being outside or really getting out into nature to reconnect to our true natures and higher possibilities. So now, let's first start with assessing where we are. We need to know where we are so that we can shift to what we desire and what we want to feel and experience. Breathe into your body and just connect to this beloved, dear friend called your body, your companion for life. Our bodies really do feel into everything going on and are really often communicating to us, and sometimes we're disconnected from our bodies. But notice right now, let's just do an assessment on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being really high, 1 being okay, baseline, doing all right. What is your level of fear right now? Let's listen to your body for a moment. As we breathe into our bodies and notice, do we feel tight or are we bracing? Notice how your body feels. Notice how you're breathing. These are all indicators of your level of fear. Breathe in and connect. And now just be aware of that number and be curious of what it'll be like to lower that stress, lower that fear down to a nice level where you feel held, supported, and the energy that is best for your growth and development and flourishing. Truly, when we are in fear, we are in surviving mode, and we can choose within our work and intention and focus to shift to thriving. Yes, thriving no matter what's going on in the external world. No matter what, we can choose and be that temperature, our thermostat set on whatever we want to contribute. So now let's breathe in to our bodies again. What is needed here? What is the opposite of fear for you? Is it faith? Is it trust? Is it love? The Course of Miracles says that there is only 2 energies in the world, fear or love. And I think that when we are in fear, we are 100% in our human experience, disconnected from possibilities, vision, disconnected from source, from God, from that higher possibility, however you connect. When we are in that space of feeling love, love for ourselves, love for what is, we are connected from our souls, our spiritual beings, to that higher possibility. So just notice that. What do you need? What does your body need? With every breath, you can breathe in whatever it is you need. More calm energy, exhaling fear, or breathing in more trust, exhaling fear. You can decide. You are the expert of you. And your soul wisdom is always available when you drop in and become present, as you're doing right now. Now, let's imagine that we're outside. Well, not together unless that feels good for you, but you're outside somewhere that feels sacred and somewhere that just feels so safe and supportive. And imagine warm sunlight surrounding you. You know, that kind of warm sunlight that just invites you into the present moment. That kind of warm sunlight that melts away all stress and tension. That kind of warm sunlight that puts you into instant vacation mode where you haven't a care in the world. That kind of warm sunlight that reminds you all is well. That allows you to restore. That allows your soul to feel nurtured. That allows space to grow potential. That allows that energy of thriving to return. Yeah, that kind of sunlight. Whether you can imagine it or just feel it, it doesn't matter. Or even if it's just hearing that I'm worth that kind of feeling. And I call that in, I claim that, I need that. And imagine that energy just flowing through your body, dissolving all fear, all doubt, dissolving and returning you to not only your baseline, but to a really lifted state of trust, of peace, of calm and confident, and even higher if you choose, joy. There are these level of states that we can choose. What's best for you and what you're growing through at this time in your life. That'll hold you as you witness what's happening in the world. That'll keep you out of fear and into a state that you can witness with awareness what's really going on and what's really needed and what action steps do I need to take. From a place of trust and a place of higher awareness. Oh yes, let that warm, healing sunlight flow through. And whether you're outside or seated at your desk in your office, it doesn't matter. Imagine your feet are on the earth. That solid connection, our collective home. If you've never experienced it, I do invite you to take your shoes off and put your feet on the earth whenever possible. But just imagine you're doing that right now. That contact and connection to the earth, a sense of being held and supported and grounded and rooted right where you are into what you need. Now imagine every cell of your body saturated in the energy that you need, that is the opposite of fear. Faith, trust, love, peace. You can decide, but let yourself be drenched in it, absorbing it, feeling it, letting yourself notice, returning, reclaiming back to that essence of who you are. Thriving, fully alive. Return to hope, return to love, return to a higher vision. That you have what you need to do whatever is needed, to take actions that are needed, to take that next step. But feeling held, trusting, and allowing. Now, one last thing, I want you to recall a time in the past when you went through something that was challenging and created fear, but you got through. I want you to imagine and remember that moment when you shifted and you had awareness, I made it through. And then also notice the strengths that were developed and cultivated during that time. That's what's happening right now. We are in a collective transformation, personal and collective. I don't know anyone who's not going through something, growing through something, being invited to stretch out of a comfort zone, to practice a new way of being, to reach for higher qualities, to reclaim the essence of who we all are. And we've all grown through something in the past, so know that, remember that, and trust that. You've got this, we've got this, but we can choose how to move through what is. I invite you to choose with me to have faith, have trust, have hope, and hold yourself in the space of compassion and love. Thank you for taking this quick, restorative, soul-nurturing moment or moments with me. It's my honor to support you on your journey. We're all in this together. The better we are, the better our communities are, the better our world is.